Hi everyone, you alright? Yeah, saw PT blogs at Witten. Yeah, and one or two other YouTubers were there, but I didn't stick around because I knew what was coming. Later on that day, just chucked it down. Absolutely chucked it down. And it's done the same today. Major problem with Witten Park when you go there, especially travelling fairs and everything, and events. When it rains, oh God, talk about muddy. It gets absolutely waterlogged, does that place. It really does. And they had to put drainage pipes round the edge of the park to stop it from flooding. As part of Blackburn's anti-flooding strategy. Northwest, United Utilities had to put pipes and tanks and stuff, storage facilities buried under certain parts of Blackburn. We have one on Worley Old Road at the back next to the river, so that if the water goes up above a certain height, it takes it away. But if a large part of Blackburn gets flooded out, it's no real use for the area. But yeah, that's Witten Park and outlying areas. Yeah, it's been pretty wet today. I've just come in. I was going to film, but I thought, well, better not, because where we were going, we went round. Where did we go? We went round to Whiteberg to just get a few items, and it was just one of those things we did today, and it were pretty wet and windy up there. And tomorrow, hopefully, if this weather gets any better, is that what was I going to say? Well, we'll go out tomorrow and do some filming, and we'll get some updates on some of the construction that's going on. Blackburn's construction efforts. I mean, they are their efforts. The diggers have been withdrawn from the project, and it's basically now there's no real activity going on that piece of land at the moment. So the diggers had left, and they just left holes everywhere for foundations to go in. And that's about it. No real building work has started. There's a little bit further up on Aynham, going towards Aynham Wharf. I think they're going to put, how can I put it, a glass construction there on the end. I think they're going to knock a few holes from the building next to it and put doorways in so that people can sit at the end and have a view of Blackburn. What? Well, I say what view of Blackburn? All you'll see is the mall at the bottom, and I think where the old Tommy Bowles used to be at the bottom, which is now Green's Fabrics. And who would want to look at that? That piece of land at the back of there, it's overgrown and everything. The person who owns that land, well, you need to get your act together, because there's rats and all sorts on that land. And Morrison's don't want it like that, because you're bringing vermin into the area. So whoever owns that land and you're watching this blog, get some equipment up there, clean it up, because the Mercedes dealership next door, well, it's not good for them neither, because they still use the old Mercedes dealership buildings for storing vehicles in, and it's a mess up there, absolute mess. Well, a big massive shout out to all the Blackpool bloggers, and you know who you are. Old Blackpool Biker, Visit Fylde Coast, Beyond the Edge, would Take a Walk on the Wild Side, Dark Trooper, Old Blackpool Biker, the Bikerettes, who else? Who else was there? Leica. Who else? Well, I don't know what's happened to Helen's Crowd Loud and Proud channel, but I think he's actually given the channel a bit of a break at the moment, but I'm not too sure about that. We'll just have to wait and see what happens about that channel. But, Beyond the Edge has been doing a hell of a lot of good videos of late. And we'll just have to wait and see what happens. The weather here has been quite atrocious, really. And, well, we'll see how it is tomorrow. If it's nasty and crappy like it is, well, it's going to be 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. And also, folks, I hope everybody's buying their stuff in, because some, like say, cooking oil and stuff is going to be very soon in short supply. As a matter of fact, for one of my friends who owns an eatery, he said a lot of stuff that he was after he couldn't get. He went to the wholesalers, and he found out that people in the trade are just buying stuff up as they can get it, And what I'm saying to you folks is, if you can and you have the room for it, just go out and buy it before you can't buy it anymore. I'm not being how can I put it? How can I put that? Yeah, but you just need to buy it up whilst it's there, because when it's gone, it's gone. And you really need to fill your cupboards up. If you can get tin stuff, the better, because a lot of the governments, like I said in one of my other blogs, have basically gone and bought up all the dried food. The people who make powdered potatoes, right? Powdered potato mix. They've been very busy because people have been buying all that so they can like make their own mashed potato and stuff. So yeah, dried processed food, dry food is being bought up by, but just buying it up left, right and centre. It's same with tinned stuff. Very soon, sooner or later, we're going to run out of canned items because metal extraction and all that sort of thing. Some of it will be hard to get hold of for making certain containers. Then what will happen then, it'll then go to plastic containers, and then it may be pre-sealed bag things, So be ready, be prepared, folks, and buy in your stuff. So I'm going to bugger off now, and it's bye for now. 3, 2, 1, click.